You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning and welcome to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. How are you today?
I am just doing fantastic. Midweek, I feel like I'm finally kind of getting my stride in.
Right?
Yeah.
It's all good. In fact, speaking of strides, didn't you get 8,240 strides yesterday?
Yesterday, how many steps I got? So my daughter got the new Apple Watch a couple weeks ago. She's always so up on the new technology,
right.
Super trendiest in my household. And so because of that, she got the new Apple Watch. She didn't need her Fitbit anymore, which kind of kept track of all her steps, logged her sleep and her heart rate and how much activity she did and all of that. And so I got the hand-me-down Fitbit,
right,
which is A-okay with me. And I really wasn't sure if I would get into it, right?
It's really quite attractive on you.
Well, I got a fun little polka dot band for it to be in, and so we got to order that online and got a fun polka dot band, so I don't mind wearing it versus just the generic black one. And my whole family was kind of into it, and so we're watching their steps, they're counting their steps, and I thought, do I really even care how many steps I take in a day? I mean, does it really matter? I go and I work out at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road a couple times a week, and I'm fairly active. I except for when I'm at the office. Of course, I'm sitting and during the whole time in the studio and always when we're in the office. So anyways, it was just kind of fascinating. I didn't know if I would really get into it, but I've had it now a couple of weeks. I got my March of the Penguins badge, which means I have walked 70 miles since getting the Fitbit. But yesterday, on average, I discovered I walk about 5,000 to 7,000 steps a day on my average day. When we work out, that obviously goes up closer to 10,000 to 12,000 steps. Well, yesterday was not a workout day, but we did go downtown. We got to go to the Rockies game with our friend Faith Young and 375 of her friends from Coldwell Banker, and it was super fun. And as I knew we were going to be downtown, and I wasn't wearing the most comfortable of shoes. I knew that, but I couldn't wear tennis shoes because my jeans were too long for my tennis shoes.
You look very attractive in those, are they wedges? They're
wedges, platform wedges.
Yeah.
And so I grabbed $20 and I said to Eric, I've got $20. We're looking for parking.
Right.
So I've got $20. Get me as close as you can because these are not walking around shoes.
Right.
Well, at the end of the day, Angel ended up with about 8,200 steps.
Wow.
Yeah. Which is fantastic for a Fitbit day, right? To have 8,000 steps. But remember the shoes I was wearing?
Those
were not walking shoes.
Oh.
And so I think next time I have to be just a little clearer with Eric about what get me as close as you can really means
wait a minute. I got
in
you.
Angel World.
You waited just a minute there, Missy. I got you within 2 blocks of the park. That's not a bad thing.
No, it wasn't a bad thing. But it could have been closer.
Don't you blame your 8,000 steps on my 240.
8,000 steps. 8,000 steps.
No.
Eric tramps me around downtown Denver.
Ladies and gentlemen, discern everything.
Yeah, so my husband was at the event last night too.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point I tell him we're leaving. He says I am too.
Oh.
And so by the time we get to the parking lot, to where the car is, this is the text message that I get from my husband. Hold on.
Okay.
I gotta fold it up.
I'm holding on while you're texting your messages.
So I said,
I love you, baby sugar lips. What?
No. I said, we just got to the parking lot. He says, I'm on I-25 in University.
Oh my gosh.
He got a little closer.
Yeah, he lied. He said he was leaving when he was already at I-25 in University.
I don't think so.
I think so.
He parked a little closer.
Yeah, ridiculous. Hey, a couple of things in the news today. In Boston, Massachusetts. You going to pack the car in Boston?
You'll do impressions and funky accents, but you won't dress in costume.
No, I will not do costumes. We don't do costumes here.
But you put a costume on your voice.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's the same thing.
Best in Massachusetts. In Boston, the Massachusetts Bay Transportation Authority, MBTA, that's similar to the RTD here in the Denver, Colorado. A bus driver, stopped his bus at a roadside lemonade stand to buy beverages for all of his passengers.
How fun is that?
Right.
How sweet is that? I always heard if you ever spot a lemonade stand, you should always stop.
It's good karma.
And buy lemonade
Absolutely.
from the lemonade stand.
He came up with the idea when he spotted the lemonade stand earlier in the day, and he checked with his passengers to make sure they agreed to the stop. Is it all right? If any of you are in a hurry or you need to make a connection, I'll keep going. He says he timed it out. He thought it was going to take about 90 seconds. He did that exactly thing. He says, I spend more time at a single red light than I did at the lemonade stand. And so, kindness is so simple. We talk about that every day here on the Experience Pros radio show. And so we use the acronym KISS, right? Who wouldn't want a 20-second kiss? Right? Kindness is so simple.
Kindness is so simple. I'm thinking, take your time.
Would you like a hug?
Maybe I would.
Everybody would like a hug, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, 7 more facts about hugging. We're only going to get to a couple of them. When we hug one another, we're strengthening the feelings of trust and safety. We already know that, right?
Okay.
Hugging increases levels of oxytocin. That's the love hormone, right? Okay. Oxytocin acts as a booster to your immune system. So huggings are healthy, right? There's no way of really knowing for sure, but some reports claim on average people spend 1 hour a month hugging. That's
an hour a month hugging?
Actually, a lot of hugs. And the average hug lasts for about 9.5 seconds. You're not hugging enough! Hug somebody today.
You know what? I just don't think that yelling at people to tell them to hug actually gives the warm fuzzy that a hug is supposed to generate.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think you totally,
you know what?
The opposite. Like, if we're going to hug because of the feelings and the oxytocin and the trust and the love, I just don't think you should yell at people to do it.
All right. I'm sorry. Here's what we need to do.
Buy lemonade.
Buy lemonade. We need to give somebody a nice, gentle hug. We need to make sure that we increase our kissing. That's kindness is so simple. And you need to know everything there is to know about appreciation marketing. That is coming next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Your business is growing, but your computers are slowing. We can fix that. We're C-Squared Computer Consulting, and we can help you take on the challenges of your growing business by helping you get the most out of your systems through availability managed services. We provide reliable protection with 24/7 system monitoring. Check us out at c2cc.net or call us at 303-933-1113. That's C-Squared Computer Consulting at c2cc.net.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train it the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
One of the most important tools in your business is your phone, and you can't afford dropped calls. You can afford Edgetronics. They get your phone system to work for you, not against you. As a certified veteran-owned business, they'll serve your business with honor, and they guarantee you'll always be able to reach them. Call today at 303-766-1699. That's 303-766-1699. Give your phone some love, and you'll love the outcome. You can't afford intermittent service or static phone lines, you can afford Edgetronics. 303-766-1699 or online at Edgetronics, that's with an X.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom-matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment. 720-443-3371. 720-443-3371. More information can be found at homecareassistancedenver.com. They love serving your loved ones. Call now, 720-443-3371.
John Rush, this afternoon from 3 to 6 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks so much for taking time out of your business day to join us for ours. Our next guests know stuff that we don't.
Well, we're going to talk about appreciation marketing. And, okay, what is that? And how does that actually help you in your business? Well, we brought in our expert when it comes to building relationships, Brigitte Ades, brand new member of the Extreme Customer Service Directory with AM Cards. And I just learned that the letters AM stand for appreciation marketing.
Yes, it doesn't mean we only send cards in the morning.
I love it.
Love it. I love it. Well, Brigitte, you're doing an event today. You brought in a very special guest and talking about appreciation marketing. Do you mind introducing him?
I do. I'm so honored for everybody that's out there. This is your lucky day. I'm introducing Curtis Lucy. Curtis Lucy is the owner of AM Cards, and I'm so blessed I've been able to work with him. And he is an author and a trainer and a speaker, and he speaks all over the world. So you guys are really lucky. We're going to have a lot of fun here. So I'd like to introduce Curtis Lucy.
Curtis, welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. So appreciation marketing, you know, I think we get the idea of marketing, and we get the idea of appreciating people. How does that work together? What is appreciation marketing?
I guess probably the best way to sum it all up is it's not what you do in business, it's who you are. I'm going to say it again. It's not what you do, it's who you are that's most important. Because what you do can be found down the street, what you do can be found online, and in some professions, what you do can be found right in the cubicle right next to you.
Sure.
So what is it that separates you from your competition? And it's really you. You're the X factor in your own business. And what most people are doing is they're focusing on where's my next sale, we're looking at people as dollar signs and decimal points, but there's gold that lies within their database.
Well, isn't that true? We couldn't agree more. Now, Curtis, this whole idea of appreciation marketing, you make the point that this gives you a competitive edge in business. Explain that. I mean, I get that's who we are, but share how we can actually translate that into the bottom line.
Absolutely. Well, that's a great question. So the book itself makes an impression because it gets you to think about things in business, to be more of a person to attract more business into the business, right? So, but we live in this crazy technological, fast-paced digital world where everybody's glued to their mobile devices, right?
Hold on for a second, Curtis, because I got to draw attention to why I took pictures just a second ago. I'm looking at your watch. Your watch says now.
The time is now.
That is awesome.
Mommy, let me just share real quickly why that is. Because
technological,
see, my brother, when I was in a conference championship for a baseball tournament right out of college, and my dad and my sister Dina comes walking into the room the night before the first game and says that my brother Silas was killed, and he passed away in a dirt bike. He passed away freak accident, and at his funeral my dad said that Silas lived more life in his 23 years than most people do in an entire lifetime.
We know people like
and
that, right?
I was like, it took me years to be able to realize what that really meant, and what that really means to me is living in the now. I made this watch. I went to Staples. I ripped it apart and printed this out and
it's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
We have a clock in our office where where all the minutes would be has the word now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, so
You're our peeps.
you are our people. We knew you were coming. Our whole team, I know you've got this, you're speaking to a group tonight. Our whole team is coming because we love the idea of appreciation marketing. Curtis, you said that there's a gold mine sitting in our database. What do you mean by that?
Well, there's creating that top of mind awareness. What we want is that everybody within our network, our sphere, people, friends, family, customers, be thinking of us. So it's not Bob the landscaper, it's not Sally the realtor. You want to be Sally my realtor. You want to be Bob my realtor.
Right.
So there's not even any other competition. And see, what we talk about in the book is stop making an impression, start making an impact.
Right.
Because, yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt again.
Yeah.
You said the book. What book? What are we talking about?
The book that we wrote is a national best-selling book. We wrote it in 2009. I co-authored with my business partner, Tommy Wyatt. It's called Appreciation Marketing, How to Achieve Greatness Through Gratitude.
Love
So it's
that.
on iTunes, Amazon, Audible, so it's on
Wherever you can find it.
Appreciation marketing. That's a perfect book. And you wrote it in 2009.
Yes, we did.
So,
yes, we
I mean,
dusted
this
it back
is
off.
this is not an old concept or not a trending concept. This is actually pretty solid stuff.
Yes.
It is. It's all common sense stuff. That's the crazy part, but it's not common practice. Because if people it's so easy to take the path of least resistance to show appreciation and gratitude. Because we live in this digital world. You can send a social media text message, you can send an email. But to do something different outside the box that makes more of an impact, and that's why we created AM cards, is to drive the strategies in the book.
All right, so how does somebody start incorporating appreciation marketing into their daily business habits?
Well, I think first and foremost, the first person to appreciate yourself. And when you wake up in the morning, I'm big on, doing the, Tony Robbins calls them incantations, or doing something. I write in my gratitude journal, putting myself in the right frame of mind.
Yep.
However, a lot of people leave their house in the morning looking like they're constipated. Put a smile on your face. That's one thing that you
tell
can do.
people, notify your face if you're happy, because you can't tell.
I call that the Sunday go to meeting or Sunday go to church concept. They all go to church, and then for 5 minutes they have this face, and then they go back to that constipation.
Yeah, exactly. So, that's just one. There's so many different little things that people can do on a regular basis. And you see, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care, that whole quote. So like when people are going, in the book is chock full of ideas and strategies, things to do to be able to make sure that you care, and that that people want to be able to send you the business. One of our books chapters is called If Only I Liked You.
Right.
All things being equal, people do business with people they like, they trust, they understand. They want to be a magnetic person. What makes, when you think of a realtor, you think of an insurance agent, who do you think of? And what kind of qualities do they have that makes you want to give them business? And there's a good point, because there's one of the fastest ways to get to the top of any organization. One is focus on your money-making activities, the appointments and doing the things that you need to do. You already know what that needs. But the other is appreciation and recognition.
Yeah.
When you show appreciation and recognition, real fast move.
Are there certain kinds of businesses that do better with appreciation marketing than others?
Well, referrals come by way of who you are, not necessarily what you do. And the people that really grab a hold of this concept are the people that understand that referrals are a big part of their business. They're not looking at people as, I came from corporate America, where every contact, every customer was a dollar sign and decimal point. It was tied directly to Wall Street.
Right.
This is a little bit different, and it's hard to sometimes track, but you need to track like the return on engagement, not always the return on investment.
Curtis, I often hear people, especially small businesses, how do you grow? How do people hear about you? They say word of mouth. It's referrals. It's all referrals. My business is all referrals. All right, well, what are you doing to ensure that people are talking about you? And the phrase is, well, I just do a good job, and I hope that they'll talk about
hope
me.
Is not really a plan.
That's not a strategy. That's right.
Not enough.
So you're putting all of this hope in that somebody will refer you and pay attention to you. And you're talking about you can actually have a strategy if you're appreciating them, keeping top of mind, letting them know who you are, will actually ensure more of that repeat business.
Because behavior rewarded is behavior repeated. And there's a statistic out there that says 68% of the reason why people don't come back to you to do business again or refer you business is because of perceived indifference.
Yep.
Perceived indifference is just a fancy way of saying they don't think that you actually care.
Yeah.
And of course you care. We know that you care, but if the perception is that you don't care, then that's the reality.
And that's their reality.
Shift that. All right, Bridget, you've got an event happening this afternoon.
I do.
Is there space open still?
There is no space.
Okay. All right.
No, there is no space available. I apologize for that. We have a limited room, but I don't believe this will be the last event I'll have because I have a lot of people calling me saying they couldn't make it tonight, but they want to come in.
Gosh.
So I will let you guys know.
So the book that Curtis wrote is Appreciation Marketing. It's actually Amazon's #1 book in marketing and business. Congratulations.
Yes. Yeah, when we launched it, yes, it went straight to the top.
Awesome. So you can pick up a copy of Appreciation Marketing and make sure you incorporate that. And then let's talk about AM cards. Bridget, how do people get involved with AM cards?
Absolutely. You know what I would like to do? Everybody can just go and get a free account today. And they can go to amcards.com/BBA. BBA, and please feel free to go in there and send a couple cards on me.
Oh,
awesome. For free, no credit card required or anything like
that. Nothing. Nope.
You are givers.
No gimmicks, no sales tactics, no hooks.
If you like it, click on membership plans and see what we offer. But you know what? We just want people to take a look at it because that is the system. It's a mobile to mailbox, personalized and automated system designed for attracting more referrals by cementing stronger relationships.
I love it.
Well, we are lucky. We got in time, got our reservations in for the event tonight. So Curtis, we'll get to see you later. We're very, very much looking forward to that. And Bridget, excited to have you on board.
Thank you for allowing us to be here today.
We are pretty excited. Appreciation Marketing, that is the language that we speak every day.
We found our people.
Yes, we have.
I love it. All right, folks, don't go anywhere when we come back. Business tips and insights coming next. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the most positive business talk show in America.
The experienced pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Bumper Dock Denver is now open for bumper repair, windshield chip repair, paintless dent, ding, and auto body repair, and they're upfront and honest about prices, usually posted in the lobby. As your car's cosmetic surgeon, Bumper Dock Denver also does headlight restoration, interior repair, detailing, paint touch-up, and wheel repair, all at fair prices and usually in a day or less. If your car gets injured, just call the doc. Bumper Dock Denver, 303-369-7292. That's 303-369-7292. Online at bumperdockdenver.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Let's talk about advertising. It's a key element for growing your company and making sure people are aware of your brand. If you're going to put a half-page ad into a magazine with 60,000 in circulation, it'll cost about $1,500, and you get to be in front of your target audience. If you're going to attend a big trade show, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to interact with potential clients. If you're going to sponsor a foursome in a golf tournament, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to support your favorite charity. At Experience Pros, $1,500 goes a long ways. You get an entire year of membership with business networking, online customizable listing, featured ads, 3 radio spots during the year, speaking opportunities, sponsorship options, and more. Sign up today at experiencepros.com.
SharpNet Solutions has been optimizing websites for over 16 years, since before Google was even a company. Hi, this is Eric, and I want you to let that sink in for a moment. SharpNet Solutions has been helping hundreds of small businesses get found on the search engines since before Google became Google. They're one of the most affordable SEO firms in the country, and if you tell them Experience Pros sent you, you'll get up to 50% off of your SEO services. Still wonder if they can help you? Google Experience Pros. We use them. 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988 or sharpnetsolutions.com.
The Dana Show, 6 p.m. weekdays on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Doing that thing you do, breaking my heart into a
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Thanks so much for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. It is time for business tips and insights. And, of course, this is a good time where we want to remind people about the why and the how, the Frank Circle.
Frank Circle?
Yes.
Who's Frank?
Well, it depends on if you're French. We spell it in a French way, so it could be Frank.
It is.
We charge lots more for that information. So today it's just the Frank Circle.
It is the Frank Circle. We talk about you are sitting on a gold mine with your existing database. These are the 250, according to most funeral directors and wedding planners. Most of us know 250 people very tightly, right? And these are the people that will take our phone calls, answer our emails, respond to us. I mean, you don't have to say, yeah, I met you once, or I got your card. No, these are people you know.
And here they are. It's an acronym, Frank, F-R-A-N-C, right? And it's your friends.
Friends, your relatives,
it's your associates,
your neighbors or your networks,
and then there's the C, the customer. It's your customers.
Keep in touch and show appreciation to your Frank Circle, and you'll see overwhelming success in your business. And now it's time for our business tip with the Bowmans, Bowman HVAC. Hello.
Thank you for having us.
Very, very nice to have you. Let's pull that mic a little closer to you there, Bob. There you go.
Right.
All right. What? It's business tips, man. What do you got today?
Well, we wanted to talk today about hiring people, because when do you know when to do that?
That's a good question.
You know, it becomes such a rat race out there, especially when you're working for yourself and you're out there in the field as well as working in the office. I've spent countless hours on roofs and working on air conditioning, and then I come home at 9, 10 o'clock and I'm working on paperwork and quotes and just constantly.
Right.
You're wearing every hat. Yep.
Exactly.
Chief cook and a bottle washer. All right, so Bobbie Sue, when do you know? Is that how you know it's time to hire somebody? Is
when Mel doesn't come to bed?
Exactly.
Come to dinner, sweetheart.
I miss you. No, that is when you know. You just kind of realize that it's important to spend time to work on your business, not in your business. And when you realize you're working in your business, it's a problem, because you need to hire somebody that's going to help you take over that section of the business, the service especially. It's difficult.
So there's the age-old question, Mel, of whether we go, do we outsource it, or do we hire an employee? And that's kind of a tricky question, because there's tax implications,
right?
At the very least.
The biggest problem the biggest obstacle we had to overcome was knowing what we needed to outsource, which was HR. You know,
come on.
Payroll, things like that we have no idea what we're talking about there, and we hire someone that's a professional to come out there and do it. Whenever we're dealing with hiring someone, it's someone to help take a lot of the load off of me and a lot of the load off of Bobbie Sue.
Right. I think one of the, when you hire somebody, it's an expense, right?
Oh,
so,
yes.
So do you hire somebody that is going to bring in income so they cover themselves, or are they taking that activity off of you so you can bring in more income? Because somewhere we got to cover it.
Exactly. And we are actually in the process of hiring a service technician, and that is the biggest thing, because Mel and I, we want to be out there. We want to be, meeting and greeting and all that, and that's how we're able to do our best. That's our genius zone. So we hired somebody to do the service, and we're so lucky that we were able to find somebody from Texas with 22 years experience, and he's fantastic.
Well, you know what your skill set is, right? You know where your role is best served in the company.
Exactly.
And so those other things are the things that you've decided to hire out, which is very smart, which is why Bowman Heating and Air is growing. It's why it's such a great company. We know that right now there's a couple people that are a little hot in their houses. And if
your wife's hot.
If your wife's hot and it's too hot in the house, how do they get in touch with Bowman Heating and Air?
They can call us at 303-622-6502, or our brand new developed website is www.bowmanhvac.com.
BowmanHVAC.com, BOWMAN, BowmanHVAC.com. Mel, you excited to hire some people?
It feels so good. It really does. It's so helpful, and I used to work with this guy in Texas, so I knew him. I knew his background and his family's great. He's got 4 kids and a wife, and you know, it's really a blessing to be able to provide for someone's family like that, you know, and that just really makes you feel good about being in business for yourself.
You bet it does. You bet it does. Well, you guys are an asset to the community, bringing on new employees, hiring people. You're just absolutely great. Again, though, if anybody needs help with their heating and air conditioning, give that phone number again.
303-622-6502.
Don't let anybody else tell you that your wife is hot. BowmanHVAC.com. We'll be back after these messages with more positive business talk. You're listening to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff-it-up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Dude, your wife's hot.
I know, right?
I'm not kidding. She's really hot.
Yeah, I married up.
I'm trying to tell you, your wife's hot.
Will someone please call Bowman Heating and Air? It's 90 degrees in here.
Don't let anyone else tell you how hot your wife is. Call Bowman Heating and Air today. 303-622-6502. Bowman Heating and Air, keeping couples together and relationships cool. Ask about the preventative maintenance option with a 100% mechanical guarantee. BowmanHVAC.com.
Tune in every Monday at 11:35 for What's Going On with Jim Smith from Prudential. Jim will host a lively conversation about the financial and investment topics you're asking about. You can call Jim and his Prudential team directly at 303-669-9701 and tune in on Monday mornings right here on the Experience Pros radio show.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
I'm John Walsh. I'm Ed Smart. When a child is abducted, time is critical. That's why Amber Alert is so important. The public is notified when a child is abducted. It's a partnership between broadcasters, law enforcement, transportation, and you. Thanks for making Amber Alert happen.
John Rush during the afternoon rush, today at 3 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Maybe you can drive my car, and maybe I love you. Beep, 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 yeah.
You wouldn't catch me dead driving that hoopty. No way.
All right, you want to talk about first impressions and the impression you leave. We always talk about, what you wear makes such a difference, and everybody puts such an emphasis on your shoes.
Right.
Right? It matters.
Yes.
Have you ever thought about what your car's appearance says about you, your business, attracting the ideal client to want to do business with you? Well, we're going to talk about how your auto's appearance can actually increase your bottom line. Yes. What your car looks like does matter. We brought in our guest experts, Linda and Arthur Scott, Bumper Dock Denver, owners of Bumper Dock Denver, brand new independently owned franchise, longtime residents here in Colorado, and Bumper Dock, a trusted name in the auto body repair business since 1998, but brand new location right here on Parker Road in Aurora with our dear friends, Arthur and Linda Scott. Linda, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
Glad to be here.
And Art, very nice to have you with us as well.
Good morning, and thanks.
All right, so let's start this. You make the case that your auto's appearance can increase your bottom line, and the way, of course, I teased it on the front side of it was your auto appearance can also take away from your bottom line. If you're driving that rickety old hoopty, nobody's going to do business with you, right?
Right. It's a credibility thing. It's also a self-esteem thing. It's how you feel about your car, how you feel about the way you're dressed, how you feel about your business and your presentation and your impact on others.
I love it. Okay, so what message then are we sending? Maybe if our car's got a little bumps and bruises in it.
Maybe that you don't take care of the details as well as you should.
Really?
So, yeah.
So people might look at some of the, because, and forgive me because I know you guys are in the make your car look beautiful business, but I'm like, it's a car. Who cares if it's got a scratch or a bump or a little something? But it matters, Linda?
It does matter. If you don't take care of one of your major investments, what are you going to do for me as a customer? Are you going to take care of the details of my business?
Well, I keep all those old McDonald's bags in the back seat.
Not the passenger seat.
No. Well, I clean it out.
Very rarely does
somebody
trash.
wants to get in.
Just trash fall out when he opens the door. All right, well, but taking care of these little bumps, these little bruises, these little things, it almost seems like it's just too much hassle. More hassle than it's worth, Art.
No, you have to. It's the total picture, right? I mean, we take care of the way we dress, we take care of the way we look, we take care of our homes. Have to take care of the car too.
Is it a hassle?
And that's what we're here for, to take the hassle out of taking care of your car.
You really do that over at Bumper Dock. Let's define bumps and bruises because are we talking about the fender dragging on the street as we're driving down the road, or what, help us understand what we're talking about?
Well, it could be. I mean, in some cases, sure. There are parts and pieces that are missing or loose. In other cases, it's minor scratches or dents. And unfortunately, sometimes it is collision-related stuff, the big stuff. So all of that, and detail as well, interior and exterior, windshield chips and headlight clearing, and the total package, anything related to appearance.
So the windshield, even the headlight. You guys do the headlight?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I see stuff on Facebook all the time. Use toothpaste, use WD-40, like all these really random
It might last about 5 minutes.
Yeah, use Bump Dock.
If you want a long-lasting look, you want to do it the correct
That is
way.
like the weirdest thing to me, that our headlights get all funky from all the chips and stuff that happen on the car, and it really does make your car look old.
It does. I have a great story. A gentleman stopped in last week, and he was a salesman, and he wanted to, his car didn't look that bad, but what he said was, it's paid for. I like my car.
Right.
We have a few little, the hood had a few chips, the bumper had a few cracks, and he said, I'd like to get it fixed because I call on small businesses. And when they see me pull up, I want to make a great impression.
You never get a second chance to make that first impression. Right. Okay, so here's another thing for the business community. I mean, many people that I know are so busy that it takes, to think about being without their car for any measurable amount of time is incomprehensible. Art, how long do many of these bumps and bruises take for you?
Well, I mean, our business model is express repairs. We like to move cars through our shop quickly. So, the typical bumps or bruises kinds of repairs take 1 to 2 days. We don't want to keep the car there for a week. You know, sometimes we have to. Just depends on the repair. But we really like to move them through quickly. We honor our customers' time. We schedule. We keep the schedule and just get them through as quickly as we possibly can and meet our commitments.
All right, well, let's give a phone number for folks to call you and ask you questions and maybe even schedule a time to get their car in.
Well, our phone number is 303-369-7292.
Do that again.
303-369-7292.
And then tell the physical location, please, of the store.
We're on 1330 South Parker Road. That's in between Valencia and Mississippi on Parker Road in the Parker Road Car Care Center.
It is. It's like all a bunch of like car care stuff all in one. It's like a one-stop shop parking lot. All right, so Linda, give us a couple of tips. How can we protect our automobile investment?
One of the things you can do is have it detailed regularly. If you take care of your car, keep it looking good, and that way when you bring it in, you have it detailed, you can keep on top of those scratches, the headlights getting a little cloudy. You can have it inspected so that you know what you can do.
You get all those bags out of the McDonald's bags out of the back seat.
What does a detail entail?
Well, it's not a car wash. I just say that people think it, might be.
Yeah, because I can get a fancy car wash and they call it a detail.
But I'll let Arthur take.
Okay,
that.
What is a good detail?
Bumper duct
involved?
detail.
Yeah, I mean, so exterior detail would involve, first cleaning the exterior surface of the car and then buffing it, removing the oxidation from the paint, clearing up blemishes, anything that is external to the surface of the paint itself, and then applying a good wax or sealant on the paint so that it repels those things that would like to stick to the surface. And of course, an interior detail then is the thorough cleaning of all of the upholstery, of all the seats, the dash,
the vents.
Get those vents. Absolutely. You got to blow out the dust and the crud from the vents. And then, again, applying a good conditioner to the leather, applying a conditioner to the vinyl surface, making sure that all those things are sealed.
Can you get the coffee stain, or, because sometimes I go around a corner a little too fast, and I spill my coffee, which is loaded with creamer, and it's got that old milk stain around the bottom. Can you get that?
Yeah.
All right,
all those things
all those things
can be removed.
All of the things.
Proper treatment.
And then it smells yummy. And I'll tell you what, even if your car's paid for, I think that's one of my favorite features of my car is it's paid for, which means it's got a few miles on it. It doesn't look as pretty as those brand new ones driving down the street, but it can look just as pretty if you take it to Bumper Doc. Find them online, bumperdocdenver.com, bumperdocdenver.com. And Linda, the phone number again?
It's 303-369-7292.
So get that little detail, and I kind of like the idea of that.
Is there another tip that we can give our listeners, just as we talk about, protecting your investment?
This is kind of unusual, but a lot of people will lease their cars.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get ready to turn it in, it's a good idea to bring it in and let's look at the car and see if there's some things you can do to save yourself money on the lease return.
Right.
Oh, before you take it in and have them scope it out.
Yeah.
Bring it into Bumper Doc, and you're like, we can make this look really pretty, like you never even drove it.
Well, it can take care of all those little scratches, all those little wear and tear items that you get dinged on.
I wish I'd have met you guys when I turned in my last lease. Not only did it have a big ding and a huge scrape on one side, but it was way over miles too. I don't know, you can't fix the miles, but you can certainly could have saved me some money on that way. BumperDocDenver.com. That's BumperDocDenver.com. The phone number one more time.
303-369-7292.
Fantastic. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Thanks for being a part of the Extreme Customer Service Directory. We recommend you without any hesitation. You guys are doing the right thing.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. All right, folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, more positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You've got a great business, lots of customers, and a catchy tagline. Things are going great, right? Has it ever occurred to you that if you are doing so well in your business, someone else might be trying to copy or steal your concept and make it their own? It happens every day. But don't let it happen to you. You need attorney Steve Replin on your side. Much more than just a lawyer, Steve is a business consultant who knows how to protect what's yours while helping you grow it to success. Call Steve today and CYA. That's Cover Your Assets. 303-322-7919. 303-322-7919.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in. All your computer quirks and hang-ups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been floundering it even for too long. It's time to call Stephanie Scheller. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her. 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Did you get some great customer service today? Did someone make you feel a little happier for doing business with them?
Give them a fan brag. This is Eric, and you can call into Fan Braggin Friday and share your story with me and Angel on the air, or you can write a fan brag at experiencepros.com.
Once you start looking for great customer service, you'll find it's in more places than you thought. Share your great finds with us by calling 855-FAN-BRAG during our Friday show. Kindness is so simple, and we want to hear from you.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats, and we know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experienced Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the Fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
So when you get to the corner of Smith and Orchard, you're going to want to take a left. Not going to. Then what you're going to do is turn onto Marcy Avenue and go past the first 3 lights and then take the next left.
I don't really
then drive
think
5
she's
more
happy,
blocks
but
and you should be
who am
there.
I to judge, right?
Park on the right.
That's
I'll
what
see
I
you
heard
later
last
tonight.
night.
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
John Rush, this afternoon from 3 to 6 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us. Instagram. Boy, I'll tell you what, a lot of people are using that these days.
They really are, and we're starting to use it a little bit more ourselves. So we have some fun little Instagram tips for you. And if you're familiar with Instagram, you know that it is very much driven by photographs, right?
Absolutely.
It is a photograph-driven medium. And have you ever handed somebody your phone and said, hey, can you take a picture? And we don't know which way to hold the phone.
Should
Do we
go
hold
vertical?
it vertical? Do we hold it
Landscape.
Yeah, and there's a right and wrong way for all of this.
And there's even a better way than both portrait and landscape for Instagram. Your tips to Instagram marketing are coming now. Number 1, shoot square.
It's hip to shoot square.
To shoot square.
All right, so ideally you should hold your phone. Actually, it really won't matter in this concept,
shoot square.
but you can actually change the setting on your camera. It's got where you can kind of scroll to make it video. You can make it square. You can make it Panorama,
Yeah,
panorama, slow-mo, time-lapse.
Instagram separates you out to square automatically. So if you shoot horizontally, you're going to lose stuff.
Then, yeah, if you already do the square thing, then you have less cropping to do once you upload it to Instagram. How's that for saving you some time? I'm curious, if I save all this time, when do I get it back?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know the answer. All right, second tip. This one from Jen Herman. She says, use a customized link shortener to track traffic. So your Instagram account is connected to your website, right? But do you know how many people are going to your website from Instagram to see anything more about you? Of course you don't, because you don't know that they're coming from Instagram. Use a link shortener like Bitly. Have you ever heard of Bitly?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Bitly is bit.ly, and it makes a very long www.experiencepros.com/radio into a very short link. But the cool thing about it, not only is that good for Twitter and all the other social medias out there, but the unknown or the lesser known deal is every time somebody clicks that, Bitly records those. And so the next time you go back and look at your Bitly account, you can see how many people are actually going to your website.
Oh, they know. They know. They track it.
Right.
Well, that's kind of handy. That's a really handy reason to use them. Just that right there because of the tracking. All right, how about this one? Being strategic with your bio, the link with your biography. Here's the thing. For personal use, Instagram. Fun, spontaneous, catchy, like to hang out with it. But if you want to use it as a marketing tool, you have to have a strategy behind it. It's social media. You have to have a marketing strategy behind it. And so here's the thing that they recommend is using the link in your bio to connect to a landing page that holds the same posts, the pictures that you post on Instagram. Right. So you create a landing page on your own website that looks, has all the same pictures, but once there, it allows you to collect leads, promote your e-commerce site, gain subscribers to your blog, collect entries for a giveaway, all of that. And so how often, we have a landing or we have our link to our website, but when they get to our website, it doesn't look anything. Like on everything we put on Instagram.
Oh, this is brilliant.
Right? Nothing. It's only on Instagram. Our friend Daryl says, who you are, making sure everything matches.
Right.
And so it's kind of making that match. It looks familiar. I mean, if it looks familiar, I start to trust it.
There you go. Here's another one Lisa Carl puts out. She says, cross-promote your partners. And this is really starting to trend on Instagram now. It's called sharing the love. Right? They tag other people, even outright promoting other companies, their products, and their services. Hello! That's Experience Pros way.
That is it. Lift other people up, promote them, share their stuff. You really want to just be out there as part of the party, right? You always want people to share your stuff. Well, you've got to start the wheel rolling. You got to start and promote them first.
Restaurants and craft brewers are doing this, and they're calling it tap takeovers. Right? And so a restaurant will take one of the craft brewers' posts and share it on their own and link them back. Oh, gosh, that's smart. Cross-promotion is always smart. Collaborate.
It is always a good business model. Here's also take advantage of trending hashtags. Newsjack, really. And so there's always, we see this on Twitter as well. If they're relevant to your brand, include them in your post. It also just increases that brand strategy, making sure that your brand follows where all the eyeballs are. Keep on top of the trends.
Absolutely. Ross Simmons says, drive Instagram users into your marketing funnel. For most brands, getting a follow on Instagram is important, but it's just one step in the overall marketing funnel. Get your people to go further down by capturing your followers' email. One of the best ways to do that is to ask for it. Going back to that link in your bio to get them to go to the page that gets them to capture you to capture their information.
Next one is about videos. Now, wait a minute. Instagram is all pictures, right? But you can actually mix up your posting strategy by including videos in addition to photos. They say considering a video can generate 3 times more inbound links than written posts. It's a valuable tool to use to engage your fans, grow your following, and drive traffic. So if a picture is worth 1,000 words, think about actual visual storytelling and using a video to bring your story to life. And they have some great examples. If you go on Instagram, even some fun stuff using the slow motion videos.
Oh, yeah, a little claymation kind of stuff. Yeah,
I like it.
Well, and 15 seconds, though. you got to get it done in 15 seconds for Instagram to take it. So you got to work on that. Leverage sponsored ads. Sponsored ads on Instagram are becoming a regular occurrence in people's timelines. And whether it's one ad or multiple ads using the kind of a carousel kind of a element, here's the deal. You can put your brand in front of your target market by sponsoring an ad.
You know what? It's just smarter these days. You're seeing more creative marketing where rather than being interruptive marketing, we're partnering in the marketing and putting our brand into the experience that you're looking for. Direct users to your most valuable content is another tip. Talking about Mashable's Instagram account, the users are encouraged to click through the link to the Mashable's Instagram bio. Clicking that link takes them to an article related to the Instagram photo, and you're taking people through to the content, your valuable content. So you're using the picture to kind of as a breadcrumbs to take them to where you want them to land.
I love that. Let's see what else we got. Your graphics. Can we talk about your graphics for just a second? They need to be share-worthy, right? If you just take a picture of the food that you're eating, say I'm eating spaghetti today, probably not share-worthy. Nobody's going to share that. But if you throw out an Instagram, I did one today.
You did?
I did. Make today ridiculously awesome.
Awesome.
Share-worthy. Right?
Okay.
People speak. That's something people can get behind.
And I think we get so stuck. We know what we want. We know what we like as human beings. Personally, what the kind of stuff we want to see, the stuff that attracts us. But when we put on our business hat, we get so stuffy. We get so corporate. And it's got to be a sale, and it's got to be our brand, and it's got to have our marketing message, and it's got to have our call to action, and it's got to have. And we lose human beings that way because that's not what we react to. Yet that's what we want to share and put out there when we want to start thinking corporately and in that professional realm. And so when we talk about partnering with other people and collaborating and sharing and having share-worthy pictures, things that people do business with people. Even if you're a company, they still want to feel like there's a human being on the other side of that. And so we're not using the social media tools, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, to sell something. We're using the tool to start the conversation, to engage in people, and to engage with people, and to have that link in there that brings them back to our website, which is where we can sell and take them through our sales process. Right. The conversion doesn't happen on the social media site. The conversion happens on your website.
Sure.
The social media is just, I don't know, think of it as a lead generator, as
conversation starter.
A conversation starter,
relationship builder.
You wouldn't walk into a brand new conversation with a sales pitch. Well, actually some people do, which is why they're not effective.
Indeed.
And why they don't feel like it's working, because it doesn't work that way. People need to know you. They need to like you. They need to build a relationship with you. They need to find out what you're about, and do we match? Do I like the things that you share, and would I be willing to share that with my audience as well? And if it's just push, 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 sell, 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 you're going to turn people off. I don't care what tool you're using, face-to-face, word-of-mouth marketing, on the phone, coffee meetings.
Carrier pigeon.
If it's all pushing people into your brand, you need to create social media has created a venue for all of us to attract people to check us out. And once they check us out and they discover they like us, then we take them through our sales process.
Well said. All right, that and many other tips on socialmediaexaminer.com. Thank you so much for the article that inspired this conversation. We do have to take a break here at the top of the hour, give you the news, and catch up with some of the station stuff here. We have a whole nother hour of positive business talk coming, though. So remember, always during the commercial breaks, we invite you to turn up the volume and do business with the people who do business with the pros. They really make it possible for us to give you this content and this editorial on a daily basis. So we're very grateful for our advertisers. We'll be right back after these messages.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
SquareTrade does not cover lost or stolen items. Savings based on 2-year iPhone plan with one claim compared to Asurion total equipment coverage as of April 10th, 2015.
Getting a new Galaxy, iPhone, or other smartphone? Get this. Every 2 seconds, one of us accidentally breaks our phone. So protecting your new smartphone is a smart idea. But if you have insurance from one of those big cell phone companies, you're paying way too much. I'm Steve Abernethy, and I founded SquareTrade to give you a better choice. Phone insurance from Verizon, Sprint, or other wireless carriers can cost you as much as $11 every month, plus up to $199 deductible when you break your phone. SquareTrade phone protection is less than $5 a month with a much lower deductible. We can save you over $240. And switching to SquareTrade is easy. Even if you're locked into a 2-year phone contract with Verizon, Sprint, or other wireless carrier, you can cancel their phone insurance anytime. We'll even show you how.
Switch to SquareTrade now and save over $240. Visit squaretrade.com. That's squaretrade.com.
SquareTrade! KLZ AM 560, KLZ HD Denver. Listen live at klz560radio.com. KLZ 560.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm Chris Barnes.
It feels good to be heard, whether you love him or whether you don't. I felt heard.
That's Laura Wilkerson, whose son's beaten, tortured, and murdered by an illegal immigrant in 2010. Wilkerson thanking Republican candidate Donald Trump for making illegals an issue of focus in the 2016 campaign.
I thank you to Mr. Trump for getting a message out about the nation in 2 minutes that for 4.5 years solidly Maria Espinoza at the Remembrance Project and countless families like my own have been trying to say for 5 to 6 years.
Wilkerson there testifying before a Senate Judiciary panel in favor of changes in the law, including the adoption of Kate's Law, which would require illegals convicted of crimes to get a minimum 5 years in prison. Meanwhile, Trump will be visiting the Mexico-Texas border tomorrow. During that visit to Laredo, his campaign says he'll be meeting with members of the union representing border control agents. The Veterans Affairs chief pointing the finger at Congress for the agency's current and frightening budget shortfalls.
Without flexibility, we will have no option at the end of July but to defer all remaining non-choice care in the community authorizations until October and notify vendors that we cannot pay them as we begin an orderly shutdown of hospitals and clinics across the country.
Veterans Affairs Secretary Robert McDonald there testifying in front of the Veterans Affairs Committee regarding the agency's pending health care budget shortfall and what he says could be a system shutdown. And a new survey from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention suggesting that more than 1 in 5 sexually active teen girls have used the morning after pill. 10 years ago, it was 1 in 12. There had been restrictions on the purchase of that morning after pill, but now all teens can buy it without a prescription. This is news on the Blaze Radio Network. Truth lives here.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560 Denver. Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business, and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks so much for taking time out of your day to join us for hours. We're here to remind you that small business is big business. Your business is our business. So yesterday I talked to the audience at this time about the hackers who have tapped into the Fiat Chrysler automobiles by way of a security flaw, and they took control of a Jeep driving down the highway.
I heard about that.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't that freak you out?
Well, yeah, it would freak me out.
Right?
Well, why?
Well, I drive a Jeep.
Yeah, I know, and you can't use that as an excuse.
No, it could be hackers.
Yeah, I didn't.
If that thing strays over the line, that's a hacker.
I didn't miss that. I didn't. No, Angel, that wasn't me. That was the hacker. In fact, I think you tried to pull that off yesterday. That park job? No.
Come on now.
I didn't park like that.
A hacker.
A hacker did that.
Hacker did that.
Yes.
That's all.
That's all?
Yeah.
So you brought it yesterday.
Yeah.
But you wanted me for sure to know that you brought that yesterday. Huh? Do we want to talk more about what you did yesterday while I was not here in the studio?
What did I do?
I leave for a few minutes.
Yeah.
My friend Angie Austin does a radio show on our sister station. On our sister station.
Say that 3 times fast.
I know, I couldn't do that. And so every once in a while we do something collaborative. Actually, we're doing an event together in October called Real Women, Real Issues, Real Solutions.
I'm there.
You are not a woman, though you do have issues.
I'm the bartender.
You do have it.
So you're saying women have issues?
It's in the breakfast time. We don't need a bartender.
I completely agree. Women have issues.
We do have issues, and we have solutions because we deal with you.
What?
Well, that's everybody's issue is Eric. Anyways, I leave for just a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
And I go and do a segment with her on her show.
That's a great radio.
And while I was gone, our friend Lorian Horowitz from Safety Solve came in to talk about the value of an AED, that automatic defibrillator machine.
Correct.
Everybody should have one in their offices. Mm-hmm. We need to have one now just so we can practice on Eric. But it turns out they have a training one.
Right.
A training model, because you don't want to put these, you don't want to use this on a real person who's not having a heart attack.
20,000 volts.
Not a toy to be played with, but there is a training model, and because Lorraine is a certified trainer in the AEDs, and she comes to your office to train you on how to use the equipment, she practiced on Eric.
It's my job to make our clients memorable.
Make our clients memorable?
Mm-hmm.
So Eric took his shirt off.
What?
And he did a little strip dance.
No, wait, hold on, you can't use the word strip dance.
At one point, we thought he was going to unbuckle his pants.
I didn't, no.
It looked like it.
Stop.
It looked like it on the video.
Stop right there.
It did. He's kind of got his little move, and he's like messing with
No, he was not.
His buckle. And we're like, is he going to
You're not doing this
take his pants off? But he didn't.
No.
He didn't.
No, he didn't.
He was a very good person and behaved.
You can't just talk about these AED things.
Poor Lorianne is in here all by herself, and Eric's like, stripping.
Are you kidding me? She was looking.
No, I was. She was like, I don't know what to do with this.
She was looking.
She's like, I have to pay attention, but I really don't want to look because, you can never unsee that.
There were a couple of our clients that were looking as well.
Actually, I was looking.
So I'm in the office downstairs. It's after the show, and of course I did take my shirt off. Okay, so what? It's legal. It's fine. And we did a little visual.
Yeah, but he danced to take his shirt off.
Come on now.
That was the thing that made it so
Stop
funny.
focusing on that.
It wasn't that okay.
But I'm in the office.
For science, we have to remove.
It was for science and safety. Yours. Mm-hmm. Get an AED, and I'll keep my shirt on. Okay, deal. All right. So. I'm in the office just minding my own business. I'm taking care of your business, your work, because your business is our business. Just minding my, and I hear these two hens cackling. What's going on? So I go up and check. It's not hens. It's Cher and Angel, and they're watching my topless segment. That's a little weird, don't you think?
We watched it a couple times.
You know what that is? That's harassment. I'm filing a suit. That's harassment.
You kept your pants on.
You leave that alone. I didn't even touch my buckle.
You did. We thought.
You're gonna have to buckle this. You know who else is watching this? Mel Bowman. He's worn out the VCR.
You know what, Mel? Mel's going to have to give you some dance moves.
Oh, boy.
I think Mel's going to have to give you some dance moves.
That dude can
because
move,
he can. And now that I know that when you have to take your shirt off, that you have a little move that goes with it, that maybe we can get Mel to teach us something.
He is no svelte gal, I'll tell you that much right now, but he's got moves. He's got swivel hips, and you're going to meet him next on the Experience Pros radio show. Don't go anywhere. This is Eric and Angel, the most positive business talk show in America.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom-matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment. 720-443-3371. 720-443-3371. More information can be found at homecareassistancedenver.com. They love serving your loved ones. Call now, 720-443-3371.
Imagine having a business partner watch over your computer systems day and night, actively responding to changing needs in your environment, helping make sure things run fast and smooth, protecting your valuable information. With Availability, our managed services platform, C-Squared Computer Consulting can provide 24/7 monitoring, manage updates, and optimize your systems. Let C-Squared be your business partner. Call us at 303-933-1113. Mention Experience Pros, we'll waive the setup fee.
Is term life insurance a good fit for you? It might be if you need life insurance for only a set period of time, or if you are working on a tight budget. Term insurance could be a good answer. Talk about it with someone you trust. Call me today and let's explore what is the best answer for you. 720-356-6474. 720-356-6474. This is Jim Smith with Prudential. Tune in every Monday morning for more tips at 11:35 right here on the Experience Pros radio show.
Let's talk about advertising. It's a key element for growing your company and making sure people are aware of your brand. If you're going to put a half-page ad into a magazine with 60,000 in circulation, it'll cost about $1,500, and you get to be in front of your target audience. If you're going to attend a big trade show, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to interact with potential clients. If you're going to sponsor a foursome in a golf tournament, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to support your favorite charity. At Experience Pros, $1,500 goes a long ways. You get an entire year of membership with business networking, online customizable listing, featured ads, 3 radio spots during the year, speaking opportunities, sponsorship options, and more. Sign up today at experiencepros.com.
Friends, this is Eric, and I want to turn you on to a fantastic bi-monthly patriotic newsletter I've discovered. It's called The Pen, and it's a compilation of numerous patriotic writers packed with political information that you won't find in the newspaper. Contact my friend Beth Ann for a free sample copy at csctalkradio.com or send $24.95 to P.O. Box 73, California, Missouri 65018 to receive The Pen for an entire year. The Pen, promoting liberty and keeping patriots informed. Subscribe today, csctalkradio.com. That's csctalkradio.com.
Advertising is really effective, especially for small business. Turn your company into a household name by advertising on the Experience Pros radio show. We'll help you build a trusted reputation with the professionals who listen to the program. You'll connect with the right audience and at the right price. Advertise with the Experience Pros radio show. Sign up at experiencepros.com and put your brand on the tip of your customer's tongue. Sign up today and start advertising with the Experience Pros at experiencepros.com.
Dana Lash, 6 to 9 p.m. weekdays on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Too hot, lady. Gotta run for shelter. Gotta run for shade.
Yeah, it's too hot. And while you're at it, your wife is hot.
Your wife is hot. Your sister might be hot. I'm hot. Everybody's hot right now, which is why we have our friends Mel and Bobbie Sue Bowman from Bowman HVAC in the studio with us today. We're going to give you some tips to help you keep your home cooler in the summer. Don't we all need a little bit more of that? Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
Mel, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bobbie Sue, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for having us.
It is fantastic having you here. I got to start this thing off. Mel, you came to my apartment a little while ago and adjusted my thermostat. Mm-hmm. I have never had a more consistent temperature. And I may need you to come back and fix it because I'm a little cool now.
Okay.
but it's working.
Well, good. And I've also never seen a thermostat more messed up in my entire career of 18 years.
Than Eric's?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It had been in an apartment that I'm sure many people had lived in and adjusted themselves and tried to look it up on YouTube.
I don't even try to adjust it. I'm like, I'll just manually tap that up and down button.
And that one was very complicated. I really had to think about it and look through it. Yeah, I mean, it was very difficult.
It's very complicated, Angel.
Yes, yeah. He's got to tell me, Angel, it wasn't me. If Mel says it was complicated, I trust you.
I almost had to call the hackers that hacked into
the
Jeep.
Yeah, it wasn't our Jeep that was hacked in, but I do like that you called it the
Braggin wagon.
The
fan
Braggin
wagon. I call it the fan Braggin wagon. I like it.
I do like that. All right, so this is this question we always hear, or this tip that we always hear, and I just don't know. I've never heard it from a professional, so I'm going to get it straight from you, Mel, the professional. Should I raise or lower the temp, depending on heating or cooling, when I leave my house?
That is a very complicated question. Oftentimes, people like to adjust it whenever they leave, or they get a programmable thermostat, or they get a Wi-Fi thermostat. There's a lot involved in it, but typically what you want to do is if it's hot outside and you leave for any period during the day for 6-8 hours, you don't want to be wasting energy. So you raise your temperature while you're gone. Say you normally keep it at 72. You want to keep it up about 75. You don't want to go up to 80 because then your air conditioner has to come back and work harder to remove that much heat.
Well, this was what I discovered when I was growing up. My mom would turn the thermostat down when nobody was home, right? She wouldn't heat the house when nobody was home.
Right.
But we get home at the end of the day, and the house is freezing, and it never warms up. I mean, we're shivering all night long. It's like the heater, it would run and run and run, but could never actually catch up. And so that didn't seem like that was so super efficient to me.
It's really not if you adjust it too much. Because think of everything in your house. It holds heat, right? Or it releases heat. You've got your walls. You go up and touch your walls, they're cool whenever it's 72 degrees. Whenever it's 80 degrees, they're not so cool.
Right.
So your air conditioner has to remove the heat from all that.
So you're saying just a 3-degree change?
3 degree. I wouldn't adjust more than 3 degrees when you're gone. And you can also get a Wi-Fi thermostat. This is trending real big.
My husband loves his little Wi-Fi thing.
Yeah, everybody loves that. They love to be able to control everything from their smartphone.
I know. He wants to now do our sprinkler system so he can turn them off just in case it's raining. Okay, so let's talk about some other tips to keeping our house cool in the summer.
So some people have air conditioning units outside.
Yes.
Right? What's the rule of thumb? Should we be washing this? Should we hosing this thing down? Should we leave it alone?
No, don't leave it alone. Don't leave it alone. Don't cover it, whatever you do. Because if it can't have air flowing through it, then it's not going to work.
I should probably make a phone call.
Why do they sell those little covers then?
Those are for
the winter.
Those are for winter. For the
so for winter, that's what that's for, right?
But that's only for swamp coolers. It's not necessarily for air conditioning.
Oh, so air conditioner can survive the winters in Colorado.
They can survive the winters of Colorado.
Stop covering your stuff.
Yes.
And wash your unit.
Yes, absolutely. Wash your unit every summer, every spring generally, or right after that cottonwood. Once you see the cottonwood floating through the air, you want to go wash out.
Oh, yes. I know. It's like it all probably gets in there, right?
It's the bane of my existence.
I know those trees and our allergies too. Okay, how about the filters? Is there a rule of thumb on?
Change them once a month.
Once a month?
Once a month.
Why? What?
Because
like when I moved in.
You spent thousands of dollars. Listen to this advice. It's going to save you.
You want to maintain your machine. You don't want allergens in your air. The more allergens get built up in your filter, the more allergens start to pass through your filter. So if you keep it changed once a month, the way that I remember it is every time I get my cell phone bill. They don't forget to send you a cell phone bill.
Oh,
no, they don't.
At all.
Change your. What an easy fix that could be.
Right.
And also a lot of thermostats have filter timers on them. They do not monitor your filter. What they actually do is they are put on a 30-day or 15-day or 20-day cycle. So after 20 to 30 days, it starts flashing filter.
Yeah, okay.
And so that's
that'll annoy you.
There's some women like that.
It's not nagging.
I didn't say nagging. I just cycle. So when should we get the service done? Is there a better time of the year to get service on our HVAC stuff?
You generally want to get it done twice a year. Once in the spring for your air conditioning,
right,
and once in the fall, whenever we're about to hit winter to hit your furnace.
So kind of right before we start to use it a lot.
Yes.
Correct. Because whenever it's cold and your furnace goes down, guess who you're calling?
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
1,000 times. Get here now.
Your wife's cold.
Exactly. Your wife is freezing.
Right.
And she's not happy.
Right. No.
Mom ain't happy.
Ain't nobody happy. That's the way it is. BowmanHVAC.com, yes?
Yes.
That's the website. It's easy. Bowman, B-O-W-M-A-N, HVAC.
Yes, and there are actually a few more tips on our website that you can go check out.
Love
that. I like that. But if our air conditioning is not working, and we've done all these, great little do-it-yourselfers, and our AC is not working properly, not keeping up, how do we call Bowman HVAC?
You can give us a call at 303-622-6502.
Do that again.
303-622-6502.
Lots of tips on their website helping you keep your house cool all summer long, and I'm sure as the temperature changes, so will the tips on Bowman HVAC. But you've heard the commercials. Your wife is hot. Stop being so hot. Call Bowman HVAC. 303. 303
the rest of it.
You got all that. 303-622-6502. Again, 303-622-6502. Mel, Bobbie, Sue, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure coming.
How much fun to have you guys come and have your team come and fix our AC. I would love that.
And it's my job to remind you, never let anybody else tell you that your wife is hot. BowmanHVAC.com. We'll be back with more positive business talk, business tips and insights coming next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train it the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
Edgetronics wants you to be happy with your business phone system. Get your phones to work for you, not against you. The friendly folks at Edgetronics can help you plan ahead to keep your business operating when there may be a phone system outage. They offer solutions with VoIP, non-VoIP, and hybrid telephone systems. Upgrade to the system with features that will meet your company's growing needs. Call today at 303-766-1699. That's 303-766-1699. No business is too small or too large, and the customer service at Edgetronics will make you smile. Call now, 303-766-1699, or online at edgetronics, that's with an X.com.
Gentlemen, it's time to step it up a notch. I'm talking about your clothing. Sure, we're all super casual here in Colorado, but there's something to be said for dressing to match your market. You need personal stylist Michelle Martinez. Michelle will come to where you are, custom measure you for an unmatched fit, and help you find your next outfit, all without breaking the bank. Luxury starts with premium materials, and Michelle's got the best Italian fabrics. And talk about value, your clothes delivered straight to you, saving you tons. Call Michelle today, 720-261-4914. That's 720-261-4914.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Property
Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show, and thank you so much for tuning in. We're grateful for you. It's time for business tips and insights. Of course, we'd like to hear from Cheryl Braunschweiger and ALMC Mortgage, where all loans must close.
And they do. You can find her online at almcmortgage.com or give her or her team a call at 303-696-6933. Are you a little superstitious? No? Are you superstitious about anything?
No, not really.
No?
No.
Okay.
I'll walk under a ladder.
You will?
I'll cross the path of a black cat. I'll open an umbrella indoors. Nope.
Well, I don't know. You know, every now and then, Friday the 13th falls on the calendar, right? And would you be a little nervous about buying a home and settling on a contract and signing it on a Friday the 13th? Some people wouldn't think anything of it. Other people are a little more superstitious.
The studies actually show that properties with the number 13 in the address are 34% less likely to sell than any of the other addresses on the street.
Interesting. You know, our address is 1214. It really probably should have been 1213.
No, that's the guy across the street who's never been able to sell his house.
Yeah, I always wanted to have 1234.
Oh, that would be cute.
I wanted 1234, 1234.
Hey, listen, with Cheryl Braunschweiger and ALMC Mortgage, you don't need to worry about the day on the calendar. She's going to close because all loans close.
Yes, they do. But here's the thing, that if you believe that Friday the 13th is an unlucky day, and you don't really want to sign your contract on that day, you can talk with your real estate agent, and they'll typically work with you and just maybe change your closing day to the day before, the day after, and sign all those papers so you don't actually have to do it on the 13th. You know, a lot of people are really funny about that, and so it's nice to have a real estate agent and a mortgage company that won't make you feel silly for your superstitions. If you, I don't know, just have some questions, anything about buying a home, selling, refinancing, vacation property. I know right now rental rates are at an all-time high in Colorado. It's a good time to buy some investment property. Give Cheryl Braunschweiger a call, 303-696-6933. Find her online at almcmortgage.com, where all loans must close.
And they do. Now we'll turn our attention over to Jack Loudon. Of course, everybody knows Jack Loudon. He's from Riviera Finance.
If you don't know Riviera Finance,
you don't know Jack.
Jack, hello.
Good morning. How are you guys?
We're doing fine. How are you, Jack?
Good, thank you. I started to say afternoon.
Well, you know, it's afternoon somewhere. We trust Jimmy when he says it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
That's right.
Always, always. What are we going to talk about cash flow today?
Well, you know, I thought I'd bring up, I was just looking at our website this morning, and we have purchased almost $500,000 worth of invoices so far this year.
Wow.
$500,000. So you're for sure gonna hit that million. Actually, you did way more than that, I thought, last year.
Well, no, we did $1 billion, but this is just the number of invoices.
Oh, the number of invoices.
Yeah. Number of
invoices.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
we're not talking dollars and cents here.
Just how many?
We're talking
invoices.
Actual invoice.
So, and each one of these invoices are their accounts receivables for businesses who are on terms, net 30, net 45, 60, 90.
Exactly. So it's just a simple process that business owners can go through. They just submit their invoices to us, and then we advance them the money on it, and they have working capital to keep moving forward.
So, Jack, you talk about this all the time with us. You hear on the show how 30, you extend credit, essentially, 30 days, you're waiting for them to pay you, 30 days turns into 45, 45 turns into 60 and all that. I actually just heard a story about a company who sent out letters to all their vendors and said, we now want to go to net 90. We don't want to pay you for 90 days. And one of their vendors ran a credit check on this company and decided, you know what? We shouldn't even be doing business with you without taking money up front. And you do those credit checks on companies.
Yeah, we actually do that.
I was hearing about that. I said, Jack says this all the time. He tells this story all the time. That
Listen to Jack.
We're essentially giving these people unsecured credit loans.
Exactly.
And in some cases, we shouldn't be giving them any loan.
And there's a major company that I worked with, a transportation company, a few months back, and he was doing, I want to say, $18,000 a week with this company, and they changed their terms from net 30 to net 60 overnight. And when you're doing that much, especially in the transportation industry, you got maintenance of the trucks and fuel and everything else, and to carry that much an additional 30 days is crippling.
It is, and yet we do this as small businesses, kind of unknowingly, all the time.
Well, a lot of times the small business owners, as what we'll find, is people are they're excited to get the business.
Sure. Yeah. I got the client. I got the account.
You didn't think it out, like, what are you going to do when you get it?
Right. And then, okay, when am I going to get paid, and what's going to happen when the next client calls me? Am I going to have the cash flow to now do the extreme customer service with the next client?
Right.
Am I going to have the people for it? And we are just a bridge. We're usually a short-term solution, not a long-term solution, because you should, it's to get you over that hump. It's a very simple process, and that we go through. We will, do the credit check. We will take the credit risk. If we don't get paid because the company goes bankrupt and we've already advanced you the money, we eat the loss.
Right.
Which is, which is a valuable asset for us to have you handle that, because we would eat the loss otherwise.
Otherwise, yeah. And statistically, it
could put us out of business.
12 and 15% of total.
Yeah, in many cases, we could end up having to close our doors because of something like that.
It would definitely hurt. It definitely hurt. Lay off employees, things like that. So we just come in and we'll just outsource the accounts receivables, advance you the money up front so you can continue on.
Look at your accounts receivables right now. How much money's in there that you wish was sitting in your bank account?
Right.
This is where you need to get in touch with Riviera Finance. Just outsource that whole process. They'll handle all the invoicing, deal with all that. You go on and do your business, do what you do best, and let Riviera Finance handle all your accounts receivables. You can handle it all. You can handle pieces of it, some of it, all of it.
And what we also have found is when we do the monitoring and we call and just do a status check, hey, just checking on the payment status of invoice 123 or whatever. It's a little bit more powerful when a company like Riviera Finance does it than ABC.
Sure.
With ABC, they'll just, okay, yeah, we'll get to it when we get to it.
Right,
We'll get to it when we get to it. We want to get paid sooner, and it helps our clients with the fees. The sooner we get paid, the lower our fees are. So when we do our monitoring, professional monitoring, just checking on it, they're going to up and pay us quicker than they would have paid you.
That's true.
How do people find you?
303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. We're on the web at riverafinance.com. We have a Facebook page. All my information is also on the website as well.
I love it. Jack Loudon, thanks so much for just keeping us on top of our cash flow. It's one of those things we need to pay attention to every single day. Love having you on the show with us every week.
Love being here, guys.
You don't know Riviera Finance.
You don't know Jack.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been floundering it even for too long. It's time to call Stephanie Scheller. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her. 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
The top 5 search results get 75% of all the clicks. 75%! That means if you're on page 2, you are missing out on tons of potential business. You, my friend, are in need of professional help. At SharpNet Solutions, it's not all about clicks. It's about making sales. They optimize the Experience Pros Extreme Customer Service Directory, and they can optimize your business. Call them today, 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988. Or find them online at sharpnetsolutions.com. Put their talents to work and see what they can do for you. 303-900-4988. Mention the Experience Pros and get up to 50% off. Call today.
At highway speeds, the average text takes your eyes off the road for about 5 seconds. That's enough time to travel the length of a football field. Stop texts, stopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
But you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. You gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Keep your head up, let your hair down, and buckle up. We've got another segment of great quality for you. Do you blog?
Well, Experience Pros blogs.
We do. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you have a strategy?
No.
Oh, come on now.
Experience Pros does. Experience Pros does. Thank goodness. We actually had to hire this piece out and bring on people smarter than us because we would do these fun blogs that had these really fun titles that were just creative and it was a fun, creative way for us to share our writing. But it turned out that our strategy was no strategy at all. We were blogging, but we weren't creating any methodology for people to find us. The titles were too obscure. It wasn't what people were looking for. There was just it needed a lot of help.
Did need a lot of help, and we're still not, experts in that arena. But I came across a great article. Happened to be a blog over at HubSpot.com. You guys know HubSpot. Mm-hmm. They're fantastic in the internet space. in the articles talking about blog strategy, quality versus quantity, I'm not going to worry about so much the quality versus quantity. That's another conversation. But I found very interesting the types of blogs and the strategy they use to incorporate those different types around the 24-hour clock.
All right. Well, this, and this is always helpful, because if we're going to do it, we're going to take the time and the energy to create a blog. We want to make sure that we're actually getting something out of it.
So here are a number of different types of blogs, and this is going to. I'm bringing this to your attention so that you start to think: do I use that? Should I use that? Would that be good to add to the types of blogs? First one is tactical. Now, these tactical blogs, they teach people how to do something, or they inform them about a marketing-specific subject. The coverage is usually at a higher level and usually doesn't feature a lot of data or original quotes. It's a how-to.
How-to. Okay, I like it. Hands-on, how-to. You're going to do something with this. And I think those are the blogs we tend to read the most, right? I want to learn something. Give me something. Some of them are funny. Just kind of want to get some insight. But I think the tacticals, the hands-on how-tos, I think those are probably the most effective.
Right. Now you've got your head around the tactical. Then there is the deep tactical.
Deep?
Deep tactical.
Deep tactical.
It goes into greater detail. That's all. It's 1,500 words or more instead of the normal blog, which is 500 words or less. And it's defined by in-depth posts covering a topic using relevant recent examples, original quotes, current data. It's a much more in-depth.
Well, and that makes
blog.
sense, because if you think about the tactical blogs or the typical blogs, we try to keep them really short, 3 points, 500 words or less.
Right.
You're in, you're out. We're making it snappy.
Yep.
But every now and then you need something that. And you can't have all your blogs be deep tactical, because people aren't going to want to spend that much time. But if you throw in a deep tactical in with your typical, because you've already earned a platform, you've earned some trust, that once in a while will stick around for something longer.
Some people want to go do some research instead of just get the surface scratched.
Sure. Okay.
All right, how about the infographic or the SlideShare blog? Do you like those?
I like looking at the pretty pictures.
Right, there you go. I actually find these more complicated to design. And here's the thing. There are services and people who you can go to design an infographic. That's not the problem. The problem is an infographic, to be effective, requires data.
Well, and the slide shares, I know, increases the conversion and the traffic, and you're sticking around longer because you're clicking through each one of the slides.
Right.
And you've got the engagement longer versus just on one page where we scan through it. But I will tell you, as a consumer on the receiving end of that,
you feel like you're just going through the hoops.
I will rarely go through all the slides.
Yeah.
I'll get through 3 to 5 and kind of get bored with the whole, okay, I've got to keep pushing to get more. I got enough.
Yeah.
Sometimes it catches me and keeps my attention, but rarely do I go through the whole slide.
I think that's really good information. It depends. If the girls are cute, I'll just keep clicking.
Well, like I said, if it's, you're showing me some different shoes or purses or something in fashion, I might keep going.
But in the business context,
it doesn't. Yeah.
All right, good. That's great information. How about the editorial? We're talking again about different types of blogs. The editorial is, and the difference between this and a tactical post is there's usually no concrete takeaway to implement, and the issues discussed in the post may not be directly about marketing. It could be just your thoughts on covering a trend.
Your thoughts, your ideas, or how you've responded to something, or what you think about something that's going on. Your thoughts on a trend. So there isn't a takeaway, there isn't a how-to, but it is nice, again, if you create your blogs, you've got those how-tos, and every once in a while you throw in that deep how-to, and now you've got some infographics in there. Who you are. I think the editorial is really where people get to know you. We don't need a lot of that, but once in a while, what is your take on something?
Mm-hmm. How about these promotional or promo blogs? Now, these are very short, and they are directly promotional. They're tied directly to a promotional of, and I'm going to say this word carefully over the microphone so that you understand it correctly, gated offer. So, and a gated offer is simply, sign up for my ebook. But what it is, it's a very short promotional blog designed to get you to click through to a landing page. That's the gate, right? Where there is a fill out my template and I will send you a download or a webinar or whatever.
And I don't know what the percentage is. When we had a Lisa Haas in the studio with us not too long ago, and she was talking about, using kind of a formula. 80% is all, let me give you value, let me give you stuff of use, things, that the tactical, that deep tactic, right, the editorial, the infographic. If you're going to do anything promotional, less than 20% of what you share should be promotional.
In fact, HubSpot blog gives the percentage exactly for that. It's 9%, so that it's you're not beating people over the head with buy my product, buy my product, buy my product. Syndications. Get somebody else to blog, and you bring that blog into your blog. It's a syndicated blog. It serves multiple renditions.
You're sharing other people's information.
Yep.
And I think that is super valuable. They always have a line of text that says this post originally appeared on, and you give back the link of where it originally appeared. You give credit to the source, but a lot of sharing. You can even add, here were my thoughts on this, or this is why I wanted to share this blog that I read someplace else with my audience. Give some insight and some backside story to it. I think is very valuable. And you've got those cross-promoting links. You're promoting other people. That's always good for building community.
You bet. There are a couple more that I want to talk to, so we're going to carry this over into the next segment, and we'll wrap up the show here, and then we'll give you the percentages that will make this whole segment make a little bit of sense for you. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Women-owned businesses are on the rise, but where do you go when the bank says no? Ladies, you know it's tough to secure the capital necessary to launch or develop a new business. You need to know attorney Steve Replin of the Replin Law Group. Steve specializes in helping women secure hard money lending when no one else will step up. You have an ally in Steve Replin. He has the knowledge and resources to get you the money you need to grow your business. Call Steve today. It's Money in the Bank, your bank. 303-322-7919 or replinlawgroup.com.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems, and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in, all your computer quirks and hang-ups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
Don't get stressed when your car gets damaged. Just call the doctor. Bumper Doc Denver can restore your car to mint condition. Whether it's hail damage, bumper dings, or carburst garage, Bumper Doc Denver can get you back in your car and on the road quickly. They can also process your claim. Bumper Doc's experts work with all insurance companies. Estimates are free. At Bumper Doc Denver, you always come first. Visit bumperdocdenver.com or call today 303-369-7292. That's 303-369-7292.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats, and we know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experience Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the Fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
Tell your staff to tune in daily to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Business training and inspiration from national experts are here for you every day on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Start your week off by learning a great new business skill. Tune in midweek to boost your positive attitude and be sure to always end your week with Fan Braggin Friday. The Experience Pros Radio Show is here for you every day, changing the way people treat people in business. Join the revolution and tune into the Experience Pros Radio Show. Weekday business training designed to inspire you to get your business right.
The Dana Show, 6 p.m. weekdays on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Keep drinking coffee, stare me down across the table while I look outside.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're right in the middle of this conversation about blogging strategy, and we talked about a whole bunch of different types of blogs, including the tactical or the deep tactical, the infographic or slide share, the editorial blog, the promotional blog, syndications using somebody else's, a couple of others that HubSpot recommends and or uses. One is surprising to me. I didn't realize. Tofu.
Tofu?
Yeah.
You enjoy a little tofu yourself, do you?
Not so much.
No? Going to use it in your business strategy?
It's really not even a blog that they use very often. It doesn't even come into marketing or talking about the amount of play that they use, but because it does exist, they wanted to add this in there. It stands for, it's an acronym, TOFU, top of the funnel, top of funnel, right?
Top of funnel.
Right. So these are created with broad top of funnel traffic in mind. In other words, they're related to larger internet trends or business-related topics. They're usually lighter in nature, and their only goal is to gain traffic. So you're using, it's kind of a newsjacking to gain traffic.
I was going to say, isn't that what everything that we're doing is to gain traffic? So how is this different?
Well, the promotional's gaining traffic. Once the traffic comes, you want them to click on it and go sign up for your newsletter. The syndication is there to add value to the traffic that's already there. Tofu is specifically designed to get more traffic because we're going to talk about something trending. I think I just spit all over my keyboard.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then finally, the other type of blog is called miscellaneous team initiatives, and this is where they're blogging to support a business. So the posts include goals, which may not necessarily relate to visits, lead gen, or subscriber generation. It's the miscellaneous category. It's the stuff that doesn't
fit in anything else. I almost think tofu fits in there too.
Well, maybe entirely.
Like, we don't know what to do with all this stuff, but we have something else we want to share and say, and so it's like when we post a picture, a fun picture, and it gets all this traffic that we weren't expecting. Because it's just this fun random thing. It doesn't actually fit into anything else.
Yeah,
that's my tofu.
Okay, well, it could be your tofu as well.
It's my tofu because it gets lots, and I think it falls into miscellaneous. And I'm pretty sure that tofu would fit into the miscellaneous category when it comes to food.
Entirely, Bob. It depends on if you're vegan. If you're vegan, then it's like your major staple. So now we've talked about the different types of blogs. To what percentage and in what proportion should you be using each one of these?
Oh, now this is the part I want to know, because I think all of it they all have value. Some have more value.
Right.
Some we should be doing far more often. Some things we should be doing less often. When I think of the how-tos, that tactical, to me, I would think that is the majority of the blogs.
And you are correct.
Ding, ding, ding,
By
ding,
majority, HubSpot recommends a percentage or a proportion of 48% of your blogging. Nearly half of your blogging should be these how-to, 500 words or less, help train somebody on something that you're an expert on.
So every other blog, I mean, if we're talking 50%, every other blog really should be a how-to.
There you go. Now we're going to break up the next.
So then in mixing up the every others, what are we at?
Well, half of the every others, half is the wrong word. 13% of all your blogs should be that deep tactical. So you've given the tactical, now you're going to go in depth and give them the large format, 1,500 words or more. Give them the current references, the statistical stuff that's happening in the news today.
Okay, so if I'm thinking, 13%. I mean, how do you
easy for you? Okay, so 50%. forget the numbers that are here. It's 48%, but for the sake of round numbers, 50% of your blogging should be done in that tactical 500 words or less. And then the next 25%, so we're going to get to 75 here, right? Should be broken up in two different formats. The first format should be that deep tactical, and then the other half of that, the other 13%, should be your infographic or SlideShare.
Okay, so if I'm doing every other is that the tactical, the how-to, then every third one is a deep, and every third one after that's an info.
Yeah, you're gonna do that math fraction with different denominator thing, aren't you?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think.
The way you're saying
well,
it,
I just think, if you're going to... Here's the thing. I know it would be nice if we all had a marketing calendar, right? And we said, okay, these are all the things. These are my next 30 blogs, right? And of the next 30, 15 of them are going to be the how-tos. Okay. And then we're splitting up the other.
I'll do that for you. You ready? Okay. You're going to write 2 blogs a day. You just stick with me here. Okay. And so that's 10. In a business week, that's 10 blogs. Okay. 5 of those blogs are going to be tactical. 2 of those blogs are going to be deep tactical, and 3 of those blogs are going to be infographics.
All right. So now I have...
Still only 75% of all the blogs you've written.
Okay.
9% of them should be editorial. This is my opinion of that person's issue, or this is my opinion of what's going on in the market today. 9% of them should be promotional. Here's a thing that you can download.
I know, these numbers are funky though, right?
It's really not if you go at 100%. I'm just trying to tell you.
Okay, so one of them should be, one should be then an editorial, and one should be...
Right.
Okay. All right, 1. Okay.
And then half
of that
of a blog. Why? I don't know why we're doing this. Half of a blog should be syndication, and half of a blog should be miscellaneous.
This is why people don't have a strategy for blogging.
No, this is why you didn't do well in math. I'm talking about fractions here, and you keep trying to break it down into every other one. No, you're going to write 100 blogs because it's 100% of a pie chart. Give me the pie chart, will you? That's all it is.
I know, but we don't work that way.
But we can.
We could.
Sure.
We could. I know we could. I'm trying to get
math?
there. No, I'm just thinking how many
half of this blog, and next week you're going to write the other half of that blog, and then it'll be one blog, and you'll send it out. You can't write half a blog. You kind of write... This is the percentage of the blogs you should be distributing.
So what was the last blog you distributed?
It was yesterday, and it was Don't Be Sneaky.
Okay, so where does that fall into?
Oh, that's a tactical blog.
No, it wasn't.
It is absolutely a tactical
blog. No, it was definitely editorial.
Tactical blog.
Editorial.
Rock, paper, scissors?
It was your opinion on something.
Oh, no, it's not my opinion. It's the way it is. Don't be sneaky.
Okay, so it was a tactical blog, so you're covering up your 50%.
Oh my gosh. This article came to you from HubSpot, and I'll post this so that you guys can figure out your own strategy on when you're going to write half a blog, when you're going to write
they actually gave it. To reach the goals, you typically publish 3 to 5 posts each weekday. They're doing 3 to 5 every day.
So that's HubSpot.
So then 1 blog post each weekend, totaling 20 to 25 posts in a given week.
Right, so they're
Holy
overachievers
cow.
at HubSpot. That's why they're HubSpot.
Yeah, they are. Okay.
Okay.
All right, got it.
So
the rest of us who do 1,
instead of 3 to 5 blogs each week, okay. So instead of three blogs a week, you need to write 1/75th of a blog every day.
I know. I am now thinking if this is their metrics, it's because they're doing this. They're doing them every day. They're doing 5 blogs a day.
Just write
We're doing like 5 blogs maybe in a month. This is where the challenge is.
We post 2 blogs a day on experiencepros.com. 2 every day. So check it out. Yeah.
Tactical?
Oh gosh.
Are they syndication? Are they?
No, one of them is deep tactical, and the other one are tactical. You might be right about the editorial. It might be more editorial. Actually, one is more editorial, and the other is deep tactical.
I knew it. Pick your formula. Just have one, and write more blogs. I think the answer to that is to write more blogs.
Look. It really does make a difference that you blog, because people want to come and if you want them to come to your website where that is the HubSpot, right? Your hub is your website. It should be the place where you're able to convert sales. It's a place where you'll be able to develop relationships. It's a place where everybody wants to come.
And everybody knows your name.
You should write a song about that.
That would be so much fun.
Hey, don't forget to check on our blog and website, experiencepros.com. The calendar of events happens all the time. There's got stuff going always. And boy, I'll tell you, it's filling up with some great content. Some of our new members are adding their events to our calendar, and oh my gosh, experiencepros.com is quickly becoming one of the top resources for you and your business.
It is your hub spot for activity and events. Next week, Daryl Stern is doing a big conference or workshop for us on improving our content on our website. Lots of fun stuff happening. Check it out at experiencepros.com, or just connect with any one of our members. Go online to the directory and say, I found you on the Extreme Customer Service Directory.
You're going to get extreme customer service, that's for sure. All right. Well, on behalf of Mindy, our producer, and Angel, myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros radio show happen every single day, we want to say thank you. Thank you for tuning in and participating in this, the revolution in how people treat people in business. Now be sure to turn up the volume, do business with the people who do business with the pros, and we'll see you tomorrow.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Are you hiring but not sure where to find the